Hello?
The emergency.
Please help me. Please help me. It's going to be a transfer for Parkland. It's pinging at. I need help, please. I'm trying to go home. I have my baby in the car and he attacked me in front of the kids.
Okay, ma'am, repeat the address.
Messing up my tires.
Ma'am.
I need help, please.
Ma'am, repeat the address. I need to send units to you. I need the address.
Please help me. He's going to kill me.
Ma'am, what's the address?
Please.
I can't send.
This is Parkland.
Okay, ma'am, what cell phone number are you calling from?
Please help me.
Ma'am, what cell phone number are you calling from?
Please. Please help me. I want to go home. Please help me.
Hello, ma'am.
Can you please send help? I need to go home. I'm in danger right now.
Okay, ma'am, who are you having an argument with?
Please, please, I need to go home.
Ma'am, who are you having an argument with?
I need to go home, please.
Ma'am, what's going on?
Somebody, let me see if there's somebody on the way. Did she mention any weapons?
Not weapons. The last thing she mentioned is the guy spitting at her.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we have 3 officers on the way.
Hello?
So let's stop right there. World champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis of Baltimore has been getting in a lot of trouble over the last several years. A couple of nights ago, he was arrested for what is being called a closed hand slap. Sounds like a punch to me. Or is the difference between a closed hand slap when somebody's fingers are spread or not? Like, how do you explain that? But let me read this article from Boxing Scene so they can pretty much lay out the landscape. Gervonta Tank Davis was released from jail on Wednesday afternoon and issued a no contact order, PFA, protection from abuse or restraining order. No contact order in relation to his recent arrest in South Florida. As previously reported by Boxing Scene, Davis was placed under arrest Tuesday afternoon after Parkland, Florida police responded to 911 calls of an alleged domestic violence incident in a Parkland residence. 2 separate 911 calls, we just listened to those, of an alleged domestic violence incident in the residence. They were released by TMZ Sports. Revealed a female claiming that she was attacked and, quote unquote, he's going to kill me. In an incident documenting the case, copy was obtained by Boxing Scene, alleges that on 12/27, December the 27th, 2022, at about 1:25 p.m., Gervonta Davis did actually and intentionally touch and strike the listed victim against her will and did intentionally cause bodily harm to her. The reports detail that Davis allegedly struck the unidentified female on the right side of her head with a closed hand type slap. The force of the blow left a cut over the alleged victim's upper lip on the right side of her mouth. Parkland officers placed Davis under arrest and processed just under 90 minutes later. The boxer was held overnight before his scheduled court hearing that next day. He was given a $1,000 bond and issued a no contact order. So let me pull up the news story here for you. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about why it's a little more than it seems, I guess. But we got to be very careful with this. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to TstreeT Controversy. Here is a clip of the news down in Florida basically reporting on him getting out.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
Gervonta, you was charged. You got nothing to say, guys. Come with me. I'm your bond.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
You got nothing to say.
Right now, 4:30, a boxing star bonding out of jail in Broward County and refusing to answer our questions. Police arresting Gervonta Davis for domestic violence. The 28-year-old was taken into custody in Parkland. He appeared in court today.
And we're learning more about his criminal history. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Fort Lauderdale with all of the latest developments. Roy.
Sanella and Louie, and we just obtained the 911 calls made by this alleged victim, and in it you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life. Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
No words from 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail Wednesday, a day after he was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman at his Parkland home.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
Davis facing a Broward County judge hours earlier for the domestic battery charge.
Court finds probable cause. And Your Honor, we agreed to a $1,000 bond.
With his attorney present, he didn't say anything in court. His arrest report, however, stating he struck a woman who he does not live with a closed hand. The strike hard enough to cause an injury to her mouth before she ran outside with her baby still in the car and called 911 to rush over and help.
Please help me! He's gonna kill me!
Ma'am, what's the address?
Davis, an undefeated professional boxer known for his knockout power, scheduled to fight in just 11 days. This video posted to his Instagram shows him preparing for that fight, but still no word on if his arrest will change those plans.
Are you concerned about your career?
Unfortunately, Davis is no stranger to the law. He's been arrested several times in the past, including in 2020 after he was seen on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a celebrity basketball game. While the fighter is now out on bond, it appears his most recent fight with the law is just beginning.
And Davis only able to walk out of the Broward County Jail after posting that $1,000 bond. That judge also ordered that he have no contact with the alleged victim in this case.
All right, so since then, oh, and by the way, he wasn't arrested for that incident with the girlfriend where he gripped her up at the, by her neck at a public fucking basketball game. Like, this guy's fucking nuts. Like, he just, like, it comes across as if he doesn't care. But, you know, let me explain it like this. He's going to be fighting next weekend on Showtime pay-per-view against a fighter by the name of Hector Garcia. It's supposed to lead to a bigger fight with a fighter from Golden Boy Promotions named Ryan Garcia. Big time pay-per-view. However, Tank Davis is set to be in court in February for an incident back in what? Here it is right here. Let me pull up this video for you. He's got a trial coming up. So I'm going to play 2 news clips for you.
World-renowned Baltimore boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis continues to fight legal troubles after he was charged in a hit-and-run crash. Davis' case was on the docket at Circuit Court in Baltimore City today. And WJZ's live Avajoy Burnett tells us this case will now be going to a jury trial. Avajoy.
Well, we've been told that it will be moved back to March of 2022. Officials are saying Gervonta Davis was driving that Lamborghini truck when it crashed into another vehicle. They say he wasn't supposed to be driving and he left the scene. Boxing champ Gervonta "Tank" Davis will now have to focus on his fights in the ring and also in the courtroom. Almost 1 year ago, early in the morning on November 5th, this surveillance video captured the moment a vehicle crashed into a fence at Washington and Martin Luther King Boulevards. The vehicle was a Lamborghini truck, and Baltimore City police say the driver was boxer Gervonta Davis. Before the impact with the fence, police say the vehicle ran a red light and hit a Toyota. 4 people were hurt, but not seriously. In this exclusive video obtained by WJZ, you can see people get out of the Lamborghini and vanish. Police later listed several charges against Davis, including 4 counts of failure to immediately return and remain at a scene of an accident and driving on a suspended license. The crash happened just after Davis retained his WBA lightweight championship. Flyers circulated on social media about a celebration for him at a Baltimore nightclub earlier that night. A law enforcement source told WJZ that the crash happened less than 30 minutes after he left the club. Davis continues to prepare for his fights in the ring alongside this legal battle. If he's convicted on all 14 counts, he could face more than 7 years behind bars. And WJZ reached out to Davis's attorneys. We'll update you if we hear back. Live tonight, Avajoy Burnett for WJZ.
So that's not even like, this was an older video. You know, there's been several updates since. You know, it happened. Let's see. Let's start right here because I did pull all this stuff up for you guys. My bad if I'm all over the place. So let's go to his legal issues that are listed via here, Wikipedia. So let's go to the most recent stuff. But as you can see here, he's got something that happened in 2017, assault, 2018, assault, 2020, February the 1st, Davis was arrested on charges of simple battery, domestic violence against a former girlfriend. The incident, she did file charges for him gripping her up. My bad. I apologize for that. For gripping her up at the basketball game with his right hand close to her throat and dragged her to a separate room. Well, we saw he had his hand on her throat. In March of 2021, he was indicted on 14 counts of allegedly running a red light after a November 2020 birthday party in downtown Baltimore. His Lamborghini SUV, by the way, he was posting an SUV on his Instagram, struck another car, sending its 4 occupants to the hospital. He allegedly left the scene in a Camaro that pulled up minutes later. Davis will be headed to a jury trial in 2022. But no, correction, that trial has been pushed back. In fact, let me do a pause real quick and check on when he's going to trial for that. Okay, here's from Boxing Scene. The 28-year-old southpaw is due to stand trial February the 16th in Baltimore, where he faces multiple misdemeanor charges for an alleged involvement in a 2020 hit and run. His legal team attempted to present a plea agreement that was reached with the Baltimore City State Attorney's Office, but was rejected by the Baltimore City Circuit Court on September the 22nd. So he's going to trial. They may try to, book him. And here's the more recent. Is this the one? I'm trying to find the more recent update on that trial. Is this the one? 3 months ago. Here we are.
Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Davis is heading to trial. According to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, a judge rejected a plea deal that would have spared him from jail time for a November 2020 hit-and-run crash. The 27-year-old is charged with 14 counts related to the crash. Police say he was driving a Lamborghini when he ran a red light at the intersection of Washington and Martin Luther King Boulevards, hit a car, and then took off. Now, 4 people inside that car were injured. Davis's trial is set to begin December the 12th.
So it was pushed back again. It's now February. So it's looking like they gave him enough time to fight on January the 7th. And his trial is February the 16th. Crazy. So he set the fight on Showtime pay-per-view. Here's the event right here. And I'm actually looking forward to the event. Yesterday, there was a Zoom call with the undercard fighters. So it'll be Tank Davis versus Hector Luis Garcia. It's going to be $74.99 on pay-per-view. Jerome Boots Ennis versus Corinne. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. Rashidi Ellis versus Romaine Villa. Demetrius Andre versus Damon Nicholson. And Avito Malnicki Jr. versus Omar Rosales. That's going to be on January the 7th. It's looking like the card will go through, but this guy's got too much of a history, and we're going to get into what he said about it, the incident. He's posted some stuff that on social media that's now been removed, but on December the 27th, 2022, so it was not immediately known how the arrest would impact the scheduled fight. Now, remember when Rolly Romero had those allegations with him, that fight was scrapped. And in this case, a misdemeanor, basically whatever happened, allegedly smacking a woman, is it a bad look on Showtime? I don't know. But he recently split from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, has his history with alleged he did time of domestic abuse. It's a crazy situation. So here's what he posted on his social media about the incident. So let me go ahead and read this. It's in all caps, pretty frantic. Do not let these people misguide you all on this bullshit. This was just yesterday, moments before me and my child mother had an argument. He posted a picture with this on his Instagram with him watching Frozen with his daughter. Moments before me and my child mother had an argument watching Frozen with my oldest daughter. I never put my hands on my child mother nor my fucking daughter. Are you fucking crazy? I'm not a monster. I've been quiet for too long. I don't have a media team, PR, good lawyer, spokesman, nothing off that. That's the only reason I'm doing this now, just to clear my name. I've been doing this shit on my own since I started this shit. These people done put out so much stuff, aired this everywhere, and have a fucking helicopter flying over my house now as I write this, because they look at this shit as money to them and trying to get as much money as possible. They rush to my child mother offering her $50,000 just to press charges like they did with my first child mother, so bad they couldn't get her, so they got a lady. They claimed she was into the mess. Also a lady that known for suing people. I'm trying to translate this shit. Suing people for money reason. They got her, which I have to pay $300K to, and I didn't lay a finger on her or even know what this lady looks like. They doing this for money too, and also to destroy me. I'm not a monster. I have two beautiful daughters that have to grow up someday and see this bullshit. They post this bullshit worldwide before anything. They even post a snippet of the police call, which my mother was crying on the phone because I wouldn't give her my truck. Shade Room. Gossip in the City on the site, and the rest of them internet blogs. Y'all are so bad for the culture. Y'all don't care if it's true or false. He did or didn't. Y'all just want to put it out there because it's beneficial to y'all businesses. So basically he's saying it's a frame job. So, but this is like, how does she get this shit on her face? You know? That's going, you know, that's raising some concerns. Now, let me tell you right this straight from the beginning. Women will lie. They will do it. I've had it done to me. Trial, fucking transcripts, all that shit. I had to fucking sue, like, to get her, like, to stop saying the shit. Like, yo, like, this shit up, we can't show that. And then, you know, there's an image of him holding toothbrushes up with baby poo on them. And apparently she put baby poo on his toothbrushes. And then there's another image, which I'm gonna try to find for you, where it says cheater slut on the mirror, as if, you know, he cheated on her, some shit went down. You know, he's got another image where there's spit on him. I'm not showing you this because of YouTube. And it makes you, you know, it makes you question some shit, you know? But at the end of the day, guess what? She got a fucking scar on her. And one thing, you know, that really concerns me is like the children should have nothing to do with this. You know, a lot of times, including myself, like our children hold us together as men. You know, so I'm hoping no nasty custody battle comes from this, because at the end of the day, he might be going to jail. You know, he might, have court, a trial in February. You know, he might not get sentenced that day. I don't know how, it works in Baltimore. He might not get sentenced that day, but he might be doing some time. Because allegedly, the woman that was a part of those 4 that was in that car he hit was a pregnant woman. And then he wasn't supposed to be driving anyway. And also, the judge is going to look at like, well, damn, you got the history of this shit. We can't keep letting you off without you, getting booked. You know, they might have to make an example of Mrs. Shame has got to be like that. But also, I don't know if this is true, but let me pull up an image or this woman's Instagram. So from my understanding, this is her. I mean, no disrespect to the mother of his child, but don't all these women be looking the same these days? Like, for real, these young women, they all be looking the same. But I was doing some research, and that's her at the gym. Yeah, that's her. But no matter what's going on, it's like, bro, you can't be putting these, like, you're a fucking millionaire. You know, like, you can't be putting your hands on these females. And then also, you know, Errol Spence had, you know, an alleged situation, you know, where his girl allegedly caught him cheating and then fucking ran him over with a car. You know? Like, and that shit is still debated and behind the scenes. But him being a boxer, he's got to understand, you know, like, he's like, they're trying to make him a superstar. I don't think he's ever going to get there, to be honest. Like, he's a star, don't get me wrong, but he ain't never going to be Mayweather status, and I'm not even hating. You know, these fighters don't fight enough, and it's too much bullshit politics going on in the sport for fighters to get like that. You know, like, it's too much shit going on. But when you think about the undercard fighters, you know, if this fight, you know, gets scrapped, you know, what are they going to do about the undercard fighters? You know, these are other fighters that want to get paid, that have their own storylines, like Boots Ennis. You know, he needs another fight as soon as possible. Demetrius Andrade, Rashidi Ellis is over on PBC because he was inactive over in Golden Boy. But all I'm saying is this. Is she lying? See, here's the thing. She got a bruise or a cut. So, you know, it's not like he doesn't have a reputation for, you know, like, laying his hands upon females. So, you know, he did, you know, state during his tweets, look, that's her. You know, that because of his past, people going to judge him. But it's like, at the end of the day, bro, you know, at the end of the day, she got them bruises, fam. You ain't looking good, champ. You ain't looking good. Let's wrap this up. Shit is fucking sad all the way around, man. These boxers, like, you know, just athletes in general, but especially like these boxers, like, you know, I can only speak from the sport I cover. But it's just like, yo, what the fuck do they be doing? He posted this also. You know, I low-key don't even want to fight anymore. They can have this shit. That's not the right mindset to be going into a fight either, you know? It's not the right mindset. But you can get, you know, get your head knocked the fuck off. But, you know, it's still early because at the end of the day, you know, like I've said, you know, I've been through a situation where a woman blatantly lied. There was no bruises, no fucking pictures. I was doing a YouTube stream when she said I was at her house. It was like, yo, and then my YouTube channel was used as evidence. It's crazy, like crazy. Like, so, you know, I have to always be careful with this because women will lie. I'm telling you. I'm not saying she is, but, you know, you have to really be careful with these things. I mean, for fuck's sakes, look what happened with Johnny Depp. But look, she got these bruises though. Like, you know, that might be the straw that broke the camel's back, where the courts are going to be like, look, you've been doing too much shit out here. Even if you didn't do it, we got to slow you the fuck down.
Fresh off his ride home from jail.
It's a nice house.
Skyforce was up over the star boxer's Parkland mansion. Fresh off his ride home from jail.
Damn, why they say it like that? Damn. But, you know, we'll see if Showtime decides to move on without the fight or whatever it is they're going to do. Because as it stands right now, that shit's still, it's still on. It's looking like it's going to stay on. But it's just not a good look for my man, you know, especially since he's got a trial coming up. And the woman, she likely knows all of this. If she is lying, I'm not saying she is, but she knows all of this. So, you know, she probably added a little extra spice like, look, I'm going to get you good, nigga. I'm going to get you good. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that we have missed. I'm looking at the ESPN article. PBC has declined to comment, of course. Of course. So far, there's nothing else of note. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitter at TstreetControversy. Please subscribe.